We had a blast, guys.
Oh, what an amazing day.
We went to visit which cave today? I forgot.
Pousselière.
Ah, Pousselière.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, we took amazing pictures.
Oh, we took some really nice pictures. Look at them. They're really amazing. But anyway, guys, welcome to La Salle. This is one of the most famous speleo cabins in France. Here in the region, there are really special type of caves.
And
Why are we here now?
well, not really to visit another cave, but more to talk about caves and to answer some of your questions.
Great questions.
Great questions. And in the meantime, we're gonna show you some cool footage while we answer some of the questions. And without further ado, let's just dive right in and start with the first question.
The first question
Asked
from
by Rustam, it's an ex-colleague of mine from Germany. And his question was, if you could explore any forbidden cave in the world with no consequences, which one would it be and why?
Aha. Well, it definitely would be the Crystal Cave in Mexico.
Oh yeah. There are these huge crystal formations. It's insane.
It looks like a scene from Pandora of the
From
Avatar
Avatar,
movie.
the third movie, where everything is
It's
underground.
incredible, guys. They found it while graving
Mining?
a mine,
Yeah,
while
yeah,
mining.
yeah.
But first, the room was filled with water, so they drained it.
Yeah, it's a
But-
very hazardous
Yeah.
place. One of the most dangerous caves. You cannot stay in longer than 1/2 an hour with this suit because there's too much CO2 or such.
It's too hot.
Yeah. Very dangerous cave.
So now you guys know about the Crystal Cave.
Yeah,
The world is big.
yeah. Now, next question from Muslim, a good friend of mine in Germany. What was the funniest moment with your brother? Well, we have a few. One like the penis video, or my brother's acrobatic rope techniques, like the rope swinging video.
Or my Spider-Man descent.
You want to buy marijuana? Only 200 rupee only.
But yeah, you know, being crazy sometimes keeps the moods positive while caving. Yeah. Good question. Now, next question from Jente Kool, a friend of ours from the calisthenics
A
community.
really strong man. He's not only
Yeah.
physically strong, but also
mentally.
brain, man. He's
Yeah.
he's a crazy man.
And his smart question was, how did you get into caving? And I think that's a good question for you.
Yeah, of course. Well, I had the idea to hang my hammock 20 meters up high in the trees in my garden. So I bought all these ropes, with success, of course. Then one day I was kayaking on a river in Belgium. When I did a quick stop on the side, I saw a mysterious hole going down, and it was equipped with all these entry points. With all the fear in my heart, I knew I was going to visit and explore this mysterious hole. And that's how it started. But for my brother, it's a different answer.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had him to motivate me, of course, but for me, the main reason was the photography. And I'm a perfectionist, and I'm just adding some more value to the adventures. And I find a lot of joy to capture all those moments. So yeah, that's how I got into it.
It's the main reason why I still keep
Yeah.
going as well.
Yeah.
It's the photography.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, next question from Jente as well. Have you ever been scared during one of your adventures? If I can answer first, well, it's definitely not being familiar enough with these rope techniques, and also my descender. It's some type of equipment with two plates that can open up, and one plate was bended outwards, and because of that it couldn't close properly, and also because there was too much mud. And I remember hanging over a deep pit, and I had to descend down, and I was already descending, and it got stuck.
It
and
was a 60-meter deep
yeah,
pit.
yeah, very scary. Or the moment that the cave collapsed.
Oh, what the fuck?
There's always a few moments, but I think my brother has even had
I had a
more
few.
scary moments.
I had a few. One of which was that I hanged over a 130-meter deep pit. I remember the night after I was just dreaming about me hanging on that rope or just falling and but now I'm used to it. But when I was solo caving, I decided to squeeze downwards.
Like this?
Yeah, like this. Mostly I don't do this type of thing solo.
Yeah, because if you descend like this,
cannot
it means
get
you
back
cannot
up,
use your hands to.
So I went slowly deeper and tried to get back up, and then okay, let's go deeper, and
Crazy.
all the way like that until I could hit my feet on the ground. But then I decided to return a few meters and try to get back up. That was
Scary moment.
Scary because it
Then
was
you
not
realize.
possible.
Although I think I still remember that moment in a cave in Germany where you were going through a siphon and you decided not to hold on to the rope, and then you had a scary moment where he was grasping for air and he was like yeah, panicking, and that was very
that was-
shocking to me.
It was shocking for me as
Stupid move. All right, next question from a guy from Germany on Instagram. His name is Rasu Street Workout, and his question is, what are your feelings before entering the cave? Well, we're not hyped about all the crawling, the climbing.
It's the type of shit I hate.
While we look like sportive guys, we don't like all the sports behind it. We still do it sometimes because, you know, it creates a story, and we still plan to traverse the Verneau, or we plan to traverse Berger, one of the most complex and longest cave systems. But we do it mainly for the photography. Yeah.
For me, like when my first feeling when entering a cave is I'm not really scared. You get used to it.
Yeah, he does. All right, next question also by Lars. How do you prepare? What do you need to check?
Oh,
A
there's
whole bunch of things.
Depends what
Yeah.
your mission is.
Yeah.
But mostly it's photography, so we have to make sure that all the lights are charged fully up, because you cannot have like a situation where one of the lights fails
Oh, definitely.
because it ruins everything.
Yeah.
But also when
It's-
we have a map, we make sure to
Study it.
study it.
And it also depends on the conditions of the cave. Do
Also.
you need a wetsuit? Do you need ropes?
the condition of the weather.
Yeah, definitely.
It
Also,
could be really dangerous. Cave could flood. So
Although we do everything independently, that means we have added risk because, you know, most people are within a confederation, and they go with another guide or someone who has more experience, and they can guide them more safely through a cave. For us, it's all a bit more of a challenge, but it's also a lot more fun because we can take our time to do our photography and such. And also we make sure that we don't exceed our limits, and we gradually increase that limit over time. So we started with simple caves without a helmet and with the Persuk climbing gear, and now we have a fully fledged caving equipment. So over time, of course, we get better at it. Now, next question by Victor Verdo on Instagram, German friend of mine. The Germans are taking over. His question is, how would you take away the fear from someone who has never been in a cave?
Man, just it's okay, guys. Just
Okay. We have a good guide.
yeah, with a good guide, you just.
But would you have dared to do all the trips we do now as a beginner, solo? Would you have?
No, actually not.
So,
It's something you build up. I would dare it with a guide, of course.
oh yeah. Now, another question from Pablo, an ex-colleague of mine from Germany. And his question is, as two sexy twins, how many girls or boys do you get? Well, look, we both have a girl, and we share her.
Sadly, it's your mother.
Oh. Next question from a friend of ours in Belgium, Barça. My question would be, what if all lights go out and you guys can't see anything? Well, initially what I would do is probably just stop moving and hope for someone to call a rescue.
Yeah.
Probably.
Make sure you don't get hypothermic
Yeah,
stay dry.
and perhaps masturbate in the dark.
Yeah, it's good to keep yourself warm.
No, but it happened already that when he was ascending over a big hole, and it was an ascent of 60 meters, and below was
So?
also more meters,
Yeah.
and his lights turned off. And I remember, you know, you cannot hang on the same rope, on the same piece of rope, so you have different anchors, and he was ascending, and then I had to shine for him, and then on his way up, I could then go.
I
and
could have descended first to get to my brother and change my batteries. Boom! I'm not scared.
All right, next question from Alex Munschankraft. What was your longest stay in a cave?
Oh, that's Boom de Kret.
Boom de Kret, yeah,
It's the cave where I brought my friends on a suicide mission. Yeah.
How many hours did we stay in that cave? I
Like
think
12 hours.
12 hours. And our friends were still using the old technique. What is this technique?
It's the Persik knot.
The Persik knot. Yeah.
Basically a piece of rope that
Yeah.
just bites on the rope.
And one of the guys lost his foot loop and couldn't keep climbing up, or he lost something.
One of the
something with the
Persiks.
carabiner.
You
Yeah.
need two. He lost
And
one
I remember
to get back up.
there was another a caving group that went in the cave, and they left their ropes, and because they saw we were in, they decided to leave and come back the day after. And because they left their rope, we had two ropes, and I was able to ascend on their rope to then help my friends get that missing piece. So yeah, we definitely got lucky, else we would have stayed a lot longer than 12 hours in that cave. So very stressful. Yeah. Next question, also by Alex. Did you think you wouldn't be able to get out of a cave?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Like Boom de Kret,
Yeah, also.
for example.
But mostly, when solo caving, getting lost or just feeling lost.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I know the way. Sometimes he's right.
And we decide that depending on who has the loudest voice. So sometimes it happens that I'm actually right, and I'll say, no, it's that way. And then he'll be like, okay. So yeah, caving, you don't want to do it alone.
Wow.
All right, next question, also by Alex. What do you do with your poo in a cave? Well, you can turn it into a sacred shrine.
What?
Jan, doe er de steen over.
Yeah. You shall wait. I have enough trouble on my mind.
No, well, the best thing to do is, of course, to use a doggy bag.
Make sure to protect the cave.
Make sure to protect the cave. Next question, I think, also by Alex. Did you ever meet any reptiloids in a cave?
Do you know what those are?
No.
Okay, well, reptiloids are like these reptile type of humans.
Oh.
Yeah, you already have seen them in a cave.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
I
times.
remember.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to meet them in a narrow passage
No,
where you're a lot more slow and less mobile.
yeah, they will catch you up. And
Yeah.
They will do bad things with your feet. Really, it's terrible.
Next question, also by Alex. How much money for all the equipment? Well, I wrote it down on the list because, a lot of numbers. The camera alone is already like 3K second hand. The lights that we use, it's around 1K.
Okay.
We have our
New bad boy.
bad boy.
We
is
call it the bad boy.
worth 400 euros,
400
I
euros.
think. We have our action cameras, the GoPros, I think it's
Around
1.5K. We have our drone, which is 1K. We already lost one previously.
Oh, Tristan!
We have now also completely professionally equipped caving gear.
Professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that per person, like the suit, the harness, everything, the helmet, all that is 1K per person. We have some spare gear if you want to invite some people on a caving
problem.
trip, definitely. And then, all the ropes, that around 500 euros, I think.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we need bags to carry the ropes and the cameras and all that. I think that alone is 200 euros.
Do you know this paleo brand Inuit? Itiwit.
And where you buy it?
If you want more information, Itiwit/Decathlon.
Another question by Alex. Why do you love doing these crazy things? Well, I think we're just proud to share about our stories and to capture all these moments. I mean, look, I must say, caving is annoying.
Yeah.
We had moments where we felt sick and then, oh, we have to go again in that same shithole. It's not always fun, but we don't do it for the sport, we do it for the photograph.
It's what keeps us going.
For example, we did a lot of Krav Maga in the past, and you know, the learning curve in the beginning was big and we found a lot of joy from it. But after some time we decided, okay, you know, injuries, this and that, we move on, do something else. So, okay, maybe we will do one day some less caving, but this guy has his sailing license, and one day we're gonna travel around the world with a sailing boat and we like diving and all that. So we definitely have planned to do many more types of adventures. So yeah, that's what we love. Now, next question by Girly Berry, a girl from Indonesia. It was.
Yeah, exactly.
Why aren't you scared of being trapped in a cave?
No one wants to get trapped in a cave.
No, but we keep the mood good, and you know, a lot of caves have already been explored before. And
Awesome.
we had already moments where a cave wasn't safe, and yeah, we take our time. Next question, also by Girly Berry. What animals have you met there? Tell me the most terrible ones.
It's probably the big spiders for us. Big spiders. They're just disgusting and creepy. Ugh, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not really scary animals inside of the caves.
But there are many in the
Yeah.
entrance. Or one time we found a scorpion.
Oh yeah.
Or the calcified bat also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There
also.
are bats in general. So many bats.
Yeah.
But it's not like these.
Yeah, we're in
Asian
Europe.
type of.
Yeah, where they have
caves.
cockroaches and these crickers and all these
Poisonous snakes and
creatures.
spiders.
Fuck. Heeft hij gebeten?
Alright, next question. How does it feel to be such a sexy mofo? Question by...
Well, Philip is an ex-coworker of me. From,
Alright. Oh, okay.
well, come on, bro. You know the answer as well, man.
This is gonna be a gay channel now.
Gay channel.
If you're gay and you're watching, man, you have a problem. But it's okay. If you like and subscribe, it's okay. I forgive you.
Next question by Lars, a friend of ours who actually was supposed to be here with us, but he couldn't because he broke his leg. And his question is...
The thing is, he's stupid.
No, we are really sad that you're not experiencing all these.
Would have been really great.
Would have been great, yeah. His question is, would it be possible to visit the cave with one leg? Well, my friend, no.
I mean, yes, you can visit, but you cannot get back up.
Oh yeah, probably. You can descend, but you need your legs to... Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
Hopefully next year, man.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Next question by Gaetan, our Krav Maga instructor. Great guy. His question is, where do you poo?
Oh,
They love
Yeah.
the poo questions.
I love the poo-poo questions. One moment where I really had to take a shit inside of a cave.
Dat is die van Gillian. Oh my god, it's a beetle.
see my poo-poo?
It's a beetle.
Next question. I think we had all our poo-poo questions now. Oh, well, I thought it was gonna get more serious, but Michael, a friend of ours from the calisthenics community, asked,
Miguel.
did you ever fuck in a calisthenics move? Well, this is not really related to caving, but you see, we have our forearm strength and we use it to tackle our opponent.
Of course, that's why we train with you guys.
Exactly.
To get the strength to,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly. Next question by Thomas, a cousin of ours. What are your top 3 favorite pictures? That's a really good question.
Oh, that's a nice question. I really love to answer that one.
Tell me.
Well, for
I'm
me,
curious.
the first one would probably the iced muffins from the Pit-Style Glacier
Cave.
Um, In fact, it was a really easy picture to shoot.
Because there was a lot of natural ambient light.
There was, but I really love the picture. I love the blue
Because the
colors.
river that flows into the glacier and such, it's really beautiful. Yeah. No.
My second one would be the one of the Starless River, the Falkensteiner Höhle.
Oh
I
yeah.
really love that one because my face is dark and mysterious.
Dramatic.
It's dramatic. It's just such a mysterious feeling. I love it. The picture. I really love it.
And the third one?
My third one would probably one of Avant de la Buse. The one with the stalagmites.
Oh, the
The
horizontal
horizontal
one.
one.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice one.
It's a nice picture, yeah. Well, I have a few as well, different ones. Although from the most recent ones, from De La Buse, the vertical one, I also really like, where we have these stalactites and stalagmites almost merged into two poles, and where you're standing within that cocoon. And yeah, I really like that picture because it was taken very fastly, and still the result was quite good and sharp. Then the next one would be from the Pit-Style Glacier, deeper in the cave system. You still see the river, but then the ceiling is all ice, and yeah, I really love that ice glacier picture a lot. Yeah.
Those were amazing adventures as well.
And then my last one would also be from the Falkensteiner Höhle in Germany, the Königshalle. And because that's one of my very first pictures that I've taken on our father's old camera. It's an old DSLR, it's more than 20 years old more. It's an old Nikon D80. And it even has some dead pixels. It has less than 20 megapixels. Old camera, but still the result was so great. And it just shows that you can get the best gear, but if you don't have lights, you will still see a lot of noise in your images. So yeah, lighting is very important. Yeah, that's what I've learned. Okay guys, that was it. That was our Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And
I enjoyed it a lot.
me too. It's very hot, but we're wearing those because look, we're wearing our merch. So yeah, buy the merch. Other than that, we can close this video. Again, we want to show our appreciation to all the people who asked our questions and to the people who watched our videos. We definitely plan to do more Q&As in the future. So stay tuned, and of course, leave a comment behind. And thank you all for the engagement. We don't do it to become famous, but we would like to be able one day to just live from these adventures. And for that, we can use a little bit of your help. So thank you so much for everything, guys.
Anyway, guys, we really have to get to hit Tibet. We have to arrange everything up because tomorrow we're gonna visit a really special cave.
Ooh, yes.
It's the only one with blue crystal formations.
Wait, in the world?
Yeah, exactly.
In the world, guys.
So, see you in the next video, guys.
Peace.